Hello everyone, my name is Praveen Kumar Sharma. I'm from National Institute of Technology, Durgapur, India. I'm here to present my work entitled, Can I Go for a Roof Walk Today? Know Your Housing's Air Quality from a Thermo-hygrometer. This work is done by the joint collaboration of National Institute of Technology, Durgapur and Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur. This work deals with one of the most important and crucial aspects of our society, that is air pollution. So air pollution significantly impacts the daily lives of individuals that is evident in daily newspapers, reports, as well as articles. Though smart cities are generally equipped with air quality monitoring stations as public infrastructure to have an overall perception of the air quality. So due to the sparse deployment of such AQMS, it is impossible to obtain the air quality of a location which are far from the deployed AQMS. So suppose if a person wants to get the air quality of the roof of his housing or the air quality at any location nearby it. So in that condition, that person is have the obvious solution to buy a AQMD, that is air quality monitoring device, and deploy it at location from where he wants to get the AQI. But this is a very high costly. These devices are very costly, so this is not a feasible solution. So to get the solution of this kind of problem, the AQuaMoHo, we have developed this framework. So AQuaMoHo refers to air quality monitoring of a housing. So AQuaMoHo relies on low-cost thermo-hygrometer, which along with the GPS to populate various meteorological and geographical and demographical features, which are then used to predict the air quality of that location. And it is obviously reduces the cost because we are only using the thermo-hygrometer, which hardly costs around $5 to $10. But to achieve this, we have designed our problem, we have developed our problem, and we have set our objective to some points. So through the next slides, we will discuss that. So these are the objectives of my work. Initially, from the literature, it has been seen that meteorological information and the weather features are significantly correlated with AQI of any locality. Now, although the standard features, meteorological features such as wind speed, wind direction, change over a small area, you do not change over a small area. So whereas the features which are, if these features are coupled with the temperature, humidity, and other spatial clutter, these features become the more meaningful features. So the defined problem which we have designed is given a GPS location along with the readily available meteorological feature like temperature, humidity from a low-cost thermo-hygrometer, is it possible to develop a framework for a city-scale AQI index annotation? So these are our goal. Now the primary challenge in this is that the distribution of the target parameters like temperature, humidity depends upon the climate and demography of the city. So we need to develop different pre-trained model for different cities. So developing a pre-trained model for each city is difficult as the AQMS which provide the training data for the model are very costly and those are not sufficient for each and every cities. So in that condition, in this work, we develop a low-cost alternative of an AQMS, which is portable and can be deployed at minimum installation and management cost. We call such devices as air quality monitoring device. Now, to ensure the reliability of AQMDs, it needs to be calibrated as well as validated. So, in comparison to the existing work, the contribution of this work are as follows. It identifies versatile features and modalities that are readily available with known impact of AQI of any place. The developed pre-trained model is well generalized to generate labels for the localized sensing setup. We test our AQuaMoHo model over two different cities. Where one by deploying 4 AQMDs within a 5 square kilometer difference, and another by crawling the data from the 12 AQMS which is already deployed in the city. Now, so for that we have to develop our air quality monitoring device. That device is a sensor-based air quality monitoring device where we have used a moderate cost gas sensor as well as meteorological sensor, and we have performed some calibration technique on that. And before deploying, we have validated the AQMDs, and after deploying also we have validated the AQMDs. So before deploying, we have validated it in the lab scale by creating an artificial event, that is by lighting of a fire, and through which we have seen the behavior of each and every AQMD with respect to the already calibrated AQMD, and we have verified that. After the deployment also, we have done the same thing. We have validated the device using the already validated AQMD. So after the development of the AQMD, we have deployed the AQMD at 4 different locations of a city 1. So here we have taken city 1 and city 2 for our experiment. So city 1 have only one AQMS present, which is incapable of providing the training sufficient training data, and in city 2 we have 12 AQMSs present, and for that reason we have deployed 4 AQMD in city 1 at 4 strategic locations. So AQMD1 has been deployed at a place where the high natural land coverage was there. AQMD2 was deployed at a densely populated market area. AQMD3, which have been deployed where the POIs like shopping complex, food plaza, cinema halls was there, and AQMD4 was deployed as a mixture of the locations, like it has institutional educational institution, then abandoned greenery was there. So in that type of location, we have deployed the AQMD4. So we have deployed the 4 AQMDs at 4 different locations. So after deploying the device, we have got the data from the device, like from the AQMD as well as from the AQMS, and we have done some preliminary study on the data. So we have done we have seen the correlation of thermo-hygrometer based features with the AQI classes. And here in the right side, the figure, we can see that the low humidity and high temperature corresponds to the good AQI classes, and increasing the humidity with increase in temperature shows the deterioration of the air quality. So this is true for both the city. Apart from that, we have also analyzed the distribution of the devices of different AQIs at different devices. So this distribution helps us understand the need for further processing to obtain the required result through predictive modeling. So we have considered 5 AQI classes here and ignored the AQI class 6, as the AQI class 6 have a very less samples. Apart from that, we have done some other studies, we have seen the device-wise temperature difference with citywide median temperature and device-wise humidity difference with citywide median humidity. So these figures shows that the deviation is very significantly high, which infers the uneven distribution of the temperature and humidity in the city, in both the city. Hence, the localization of temperature and humidity is crucial for achieving the good annotation accuracy. After that, we have developed the system framework, which consists of the 4 modules. That is, in first module, we are trying to get the sources of the data, which are AQMDs, public AQMS, and then public GIS information, etc. In module 2, we extract the features from the data. And in module 3, we have pre-processed the data, and we train the data for generating the pre-trained model. And in the module 4 serves the end user to set information from the low cost THM, that is thermo-hygrometer, with our location, and it provides the AQI information of that location. So for this, we have done the different methodology. We have used different methodology. So this can be divided in 3 parts: feature extraction, feature selection, pre-training, and real-time annotation. So in feature extraction, we have selected 3 types of features like meteorological data, points of interest, and road networks. So in meteorological data, temperature and humidity are measured from the deployed AQMDs itself, and other information like fields like pressure, wind direction are taken from the publicly available sources. Apart from that, POIs information like industrial location, parks, schools, hospital, we have got from the Google Map API, and the same is used for getting the highways, two-ways, and one-way informations. So road networks also we have taken. Apart from that, we have done the feature selection pre-training. We have used ensemble model-based feature selection and feature importance techniques to detect the best features among all the available features. And we have then performed the real-time annotation. So as a user with a low-cost device with a partial sensing capability that can measure the temperature and humidity, that provides the temperature and humidity along with his GPS location, and the AQuaMoHo provides the AQI annotation at that location. Now we assume that the device which is used for the temperature and humidity is calibrated and has an acceptable degree of precision and accuracy. Then we have seen the AQI annotation performance. Here you can say that we have seen we have 4 deployed AQMDs in the city 1 and 12 AQMS in city 2. So out of 4 devices, we have taken 3 devices data for training purpose and 1 devices for testing purpose. And in for city 2, we have taken 11 out of the 12 devices for the training purpose and 12 devices for the testing purpose. So here we have seen that for city 1, the prediction F1 score is more than 0.68. And similarly in city 2 also, the accuracy lies between 57 to 71%. So we have also observed that AQI 3 and AQI 4 suffers the most, and the low accuracy in the low accuracy is resulted from this, as the AQI class 3 and class 4 is affected more from the prediction level. So as we have already seen that the in the previous distribution, that individual clusters of AQI 1, 2, 3 have very low overlap. 1, 2, and 4 have very low overlap, whereas the AQI class 3 and 4 have large spread of overlapping. So that significantly affect the prediction of AQI class 3 and 4. So we have analyzed the severity also, like severe, how severe this error is in terms of the air quality monitoring. So for that, we have done some severity analysis. So in doing severity analysis, we can observe that the quality of, we can observe that the model wrongly annotates the AQI class 4 as AQI class 3 or 5. And mostly it is predicting the AQI class 4 as AQI class 5. That means, which is more severe. AQI 5 is even more severe than AQI class 4. So AQuaMoHo never annotates a poor AQI as a good or satisfactory. Thus, the quality of annotation generated by the model and maintains a strict standard without compromising the severity of the AQI classes. We have done some analysis on partial deployment, like we have used only 50% of the deployed AQMS of city 2, that is 6 AQMS only. And then also we have observed, we have got a F1 score more than 60%. Apart from that, we have analyzed the annotation quality also. So AQuaMoHo can augment the pre-trained model for further increase the annotation accuracy. That is, if the AQuaMoHo will be used for more and more time, so in that condition, it will generate more and more annotated data. So the data volume will increase. So the training accuracy and the testing accuracy will also be increased. Apart from that, AQuaMoHo is capable of self-improvement over the time by learning the data across various locations in the city. So that is very important and crucial point of this work, that our model is capable of self-improvement. So after that, we will see some framework insights in the form of, like, we analyze the importance of the features in developing the pre-trained model along with the impact of spatial factors. So feature importance for both the cities, that is in city 1 and city 2, we have seen that top 8 features are similar, but the relative importance is varying across the 2 cities. So the reason for the variance can be the spatial, demographic, and climatic difference between the city 1 and city 2. And we analyze the performance of AQuaMoHo by designing multiple pre-trained models based on 2 different factors, like similarity in the distribution of the spatial cluster and physical distance between any pair of AQMDs or AQMS. So for city 1, it is evident that the result is better if the spatial distribution similarity is taken care, is considered, while for city 2, we have seen that the performance is better when the distance factor has been chosen. So this is due to the different nature of the cities. And finally, we have done some comparative analysis also. So the comparison is made with respect to different parameters, such as input feature sources for training the model, then ML model, and the number of AQI classes. So our system AQuaMoHo addresses the limitations of the existing work and provide an integrated framework ensuring the design of reliable sensing devices and deploying this and developing a suitable model for the citywide fine-grained AQI generation, and which provides the accuracy more than 60%. And as a conclusive remarks, we can say that owing to the sparsity of AQMS deployments within a city, our system AQuaMoHo provides a city-specific pre-trained model to generate the AQI at any location. Once deployed, the performance of AQuaMoHo is likely to increase gradually, as we have already seen that more and more training data generates, and that will improve the quality of our framework. We believe that such system can be very beneficial for city residents, particularly the citizens of developing and underdeveloped countries. So that is very much obvious. Such a system can be used to travelers for exploring the new city. And apart from that, if the city residents can consider AQuaMoHo as an effective low-cost alternative for personalized AQI annotation. So these are the references of my work. So thank you. If you have any question, comments, or suggestions, that are welcome.